Okay.
All right. Let's make sure I start the pre-show.
All right.
Yes, man. Just gotta wait for everybody else to show up, cause wow.
I'm trying to go to the link. It's not letting me.
What's not letting you?
I'm trying to go to the link I had put out earlier. Where is it? Okay, there you go. Okay. Miss Pierce. No, ain't nobody asleep. Shut up. All right. Ain't nobody asleep. I'm wide awake, goddamn it, and my nipples are out, so I'm good. I am
Okay.
out. I'm out. I am out. Okay. Welcome everyone to the pre-show of the Wolfpack podcast, wrestling podcast. We're gonna start the second. First, this is the shenanigans. This is the pre-show. She said, "Don't tell me to shut up."
Man, I love her. How's she doing? She's an amazing person. She's like the ultimate tweener. Like she can be a baby face, but then she can be a heel at the same time. It's just hilarious.
Oh, she's one of those.
She's
Oh,
one of
okay.
those.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
let,
folks.
let, let's see if she goes straight heel tonight. Let's see if she gonna do that for us this evening.
We probably talk about someone she likes.
Who is
Yeah,
that? Who? Roman Reigns?
I don't think she likes. I don't think she's a Roman sexual. I don't think she's Roman.
Oh, well, that's rare. Oh, she's a heel. See, that's what I'm talking about. She's a motherfucking heel. That's
She's
what I'm
like, say,
talking
I'm a
about.
heel. No Stephen Amell.
See, that's what I'm talking about now. Yes, I like her already. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So, while we're waiting on Maddie, um, tonight we're mainly the first hour, probably, or mainly the first 30 minutes. Um, we're gonna be ranting. Just want to just get it out there now. We're gonna be ranting. And yes, I'm not acknowledging shit. Oh shit. You acknowledge these nuts in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But no, the first hour we're gonna be ranting, we're gonna be talking about the shit that really have really bugged us over the last like week or so. And then the next segment, well, first, and then we're gonna go to a commercial break. I know that's rare on the podcast, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Um,
lot. It's a lot different tonight, folks.
yeah, but it's hilarious though. Trust me when I tell you. And then the second segment is we're going to be going through reviews, giving you a little summary of what did we think about Raw, SmackDown, and AEW. So
And then we
hopefully
can
you
talk
guys
about
enjoy.
acknowledging your tribal queef. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Mm, mm,
Sorry.
mm, mm.
Sorry.
Tragedy. So we're going to be airing in about 5 minutes or so. Might be a little early.
Depends.
Just still. Oh, remember to share the podcast, everyone. Share it, share it, share it,
Yes,
share it, share it.
everyone, just share. Click the share button, please. Whether you're on
And
Facebook,
and
YouTube,
also we
Twitch.
also have a we have a fan page on Facebook. So if you have not joined, please join if you could.
Okay.
I am
With
feeling
our logo, I don't know if
very
I'm
hot.
pointing at the right direction. With our logo,
Yes,
you
this
can
is
see
our
that.
new logo that I had drawn up today. Got to look good for our viewers and the fellas, you know what I'm saying? So,
Of course, I
all
love it.
right. Thank you.
Pretty fucking
Appreciate it.
man.
Amen. No, this don't belong to no goddamn Roman Reigns. You better stop that bullshit. Shit. You better
Fuck
shut the fuck
Roman
up about
Reigns.
that.
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Melly, what's going on?
Fuck
I don't know why y'all on Roman Reigns dick like that.
Roman
For real.
sexuals are out today.
Wow. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge
Acknowledge
what?
me. Acknowledging shit.
No, I'm good. Mm-mm. Okay. Looks like I got through everyone. Okay. So, excuse me. Um. Okay. So we got like 6 people in here. Okay. It is totally up to you if you want to go now because it's 6:27. We already
Uh,
past.
we'll get the Cody lover in here pretty soon. Um, yeah,
I hope he understands that I'm not playing favorites today. He come out here with some bullshit, he gonna get his feelings hurt. For real. I ain't playing that bullshit today. I ain't playing them WWE putties and shit.
Yo, we gotta add that as a soundbite somehow.
Yeah,
we definitely gotta add that as a soundbite.
I'm not fucking with them. I'm not fucking with Maddie tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually part of my rant. He's part of my rant. I ain't joining shit. Like I said,
no.
I am straight black. Okay, I am fucking niggerish. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my tea ready. I'm telling you, you motherfuckers ain't ready for me tonight, for real. You ain't. Man. And fuck this screen over here too. This is my green screen, but this is ghetto as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually.
I haven't got mine hung up yet. I still got to figure out how I'm gonna do that. I really got to figure that one out, man.
I'm gonna upgrade my shit though. Roman is the most wackiest to Eva. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say Eva. Ooh, that's good. Oh God, that tea is good. Oh my God, the tea is good. Oh God. Oh God. No. God, this tea is gonna be good tonight.
Killing me in these comments, yo.
I'm telling you. Yeah, Derek. Derek. I swear. You know what? Don't come for me. Don't do it, Derek. Not this week. We ain't doing it. We gonna be nice tonight. We gonna be nice.
Oh my yes. God. Y'all killing me.
We gonna definitely talk about that Tony Khan hiccup last night. You know.
Tony Khan hiccup. What happened?
What
did I apparently miss?
You remember almost 2.0 coming out there? I'm like, who the fuck is this? Yeah, I'm all for the. I'm all for the shade tonight, nigga. Like, for real. I'm all for the shade. Shit, I swear my temperature gonna rise up to 99.5% tonight, for real. Hold on, me. Okay. All right. Okay. Are you ready, sir? Because it's 6:30. He ain't here yet. So
oh man. All right. I've been waiting to do this for a while. All right, guys. Let's do it. Oops. I made a mistake. Hey, Maddie. We're live, man. I sent you the link. Maddie's over here on airtime. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my mistake. Are you sipping tea still?
You damn right. You damn right. Because I'm saying, like, nigga, you are in the wrong fucking. Tell him to bring his Steve Urkel looking ass over here, please. Can you tell him to? I'm out. Listen.
I just put him on Twitch, so he's definitely. Maddie's probably is joining the bloodline. That's why he's not joining us right now.
That's probably. Okay.
All right. You know what?
Can we kind of redo that entrance real quick?
Let's do this.
They see the glory in this. Yes. Goddamn Roman Reigns bullshit.
I've been working. Let's go. We got an intro, guys.
Yes. We got a new motherfucking intro, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast episode. I do not know. I don't know what episode this is. I just said 3 just for the hell of it. Anyway, my name is Chris, aka Sugar Nipples, aka Chris, aka TEAMBRINGIT, aka Mr. Disrespectful, aka Fat Titties. Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? You like that?
Why we can't have nice things? Hi, how you doing? I'm QUEZ, Mr. Fuck Your Feelings, aka Mr. NWO himself. Let's get into this shit.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Oh man. So
yes.
We got segments now.
Yes. Indeed we do. Yes. So no, this is not Roman titties. This is mine. This is
Roman.
Okay? All right. It's the reason why they call me Honey Drip. Okay. No, I just have a cold. Let's start off with these rants. I mean, dude, like what's going on in the wrestling community? I mean, there's a lot of WWE putties. But no, all seriousness, lately I've been seeing a lot of I don't know, Tony Khan called them bots. And he was ridiculed for that. Now let's kind of tell you the story. So for the last 3 years, everybody and their mama been like talking shit about AEW. You know, they're the new kid on the block, and everybody wants to be the bullies and shit. And like I said, not even WWE get this like criticism, like this heat. I mean, they get heat, but they don't get heat like this. Even TNA didn't get heat like this back in the day. Ring of Honor didn't get heat like this in the back in the day.
Nope.
For some reason, it's like AEW is getting all of the smoke, getting all of the nasty tweets online, and this is not just from fans. This is actually from wrestlers, promoters. I mean, like everybody just do not like AEW for some dumbass reason. I don't know what it is. Tony Khan recently, tweeted that the WWE is after him and his company. They're trying to make his company look a little bit bad. Can't really actually say that. And they're paying bots to fuck with AEW. Now, when we say bots, we're talking about like
people that be over in fucking Germany, Turkey, or whatever the case may be, in a little shack. You know what I'm saying? Typing away in the little computer farm.
And honestly, I mean, I don't like to get into conspiracies though, but I mean, let's kind of go over the WWE's track record. I mean, this is the same company that
we're gonna do this.
I mean,
can we do the never forgets? Because I got a lot. You really want to do the never forgets?
Let's go over this. Okay.
Oh God.
Vince McMahon said in one point in time that he used to smoke cocaine, but that's none of my business. Also, Vince McMahon also did a little undercover shit, like, you know, covering up murders, but you know, whatever. Vince McMahon has also tried to block certain events to happen in the home base of the WWE, which is Madison Square Garden. Don't you live close to Madison Square Garden? Thought you did. You still drinking over there? You're not gonna talk?
I do.
Okay.
So
I mean, are these things lies? I mean,
listen.
This tea is good.
Never forget. This is a guy. Well, y'all constantly talk about it. I'll make sure I share this in Jobber Tears Network. Shout out to Jobber Tears. Shout out to Janelle. That's the sis. Love her. But shout out to that group though. That group is wild. So
Very much so. And
There's
I love them too. They my brothers and sisters, but
but their group. Not talking about them. The podcast love them, but as the actual Facebook group, let's talk about
it's
these men.
trash.
All right, it's completely out of control. So there's this narrative that goes around that Tony Khan is a crackhead. For everybody who knows me and knows where we're from around in Hempstead, yeah, he's basically that type of crack. The one of that type of shit.
Angel dust?
Mm-hmm. Okay, apparently.
Because I thought it was just powder, but whatever.
But why are they saying that? Why are they saying that?
You know what? Today in Gyroteers, that one dude that I had to literally educate. So they said that he might be a little bit artistic.
Oh yeah.
Just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, apparently, Tony Khan is autistic, and this one guy wanted to make a complete joke about the shit.
Yeah. That's until we had to gather his scalp. So I said, so it's fun to make fun of artistic people, the ones that are slower than you, that has a disability. You think that shit is cute? So his dumbass response was, oh, well, I just seen other people making fun of Tony Khan, so I decided to jump in. So I couldn't say this on Facebook on via text because I get blocked. Mm-hmm. So I just said, well, so you like to play follow the leader. I mean, in looking at your profile, I mean, aren't you like 35 or like 47 or some type of shit? So you're going to follow the leader. So if or follow the beaver, follow the leader, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So if the leader said jump off a bridge, you're going to go along with the leader? Are you that's what we're talking about right now?
That's what it seems like.
I mean, that seemed like that. I mean, that seemed like the whole wrestling community, but that's none of my business.
But we gotta talk about this whole, because my man's is hyped about something that he started. You know what I mean? The guy that pretty much started with him bounced. We'll get on that fucker later on. Now, apparently this man's on coke because he's hyped about his product and hyped about what he does. What? It's like y'all can never see someone happy. Like you never seen genuine happiness before in your life. If you have such a big issue with that. Oh, wow. He got to be. I got told that this guy does violent mood swings to the roster and to the Jaguars. I'm like, this motherfucker is 90 pounds soaking wet. Who the fuck is he having violent fucking swings with on the Jaguars roster, or let alone AEW?
I mean, his name is not Heidenreich. I mean, this is not the person that fucked Michael Cole in the ass. Yes,
And then write him a poem afterwards.
Never mind. I mean, somebody fuck you right in the somebody fuck you in the ass and shit, and then says that and write you a poem. Yeah, I get a little bit But anyway, whatever. This is a kid show.
We were told, apparently, oh, we can't talk about this shit. Don't talk about WWE when you talk about this shit, but y'all want to talk about some crazy shit. Okay, cool. Let's never forget, while y'all talking about Tony Khan's on coke, I really want to know what the fuck Vince McMahon was when he thought of himself like, hey, I want to do an angle where I am fucking my daughter, and apparently she's going to give birth to our fucking demon child. You want to go there? I didn't think so. You guys are rooting for a company with a guy that wanted to do an incest angle with his own child.
I can't. I don't even want to look in the camera on that one. Oh, I totally forgot that one. Oh. Now, Victor, Vince Russo was over there.
No. Don't say it was Russo. Because Vince is the one that said he wanted to do it, and it was Stephanie who literally had to cry and say she doesn't want to do it. Came out of her own mouth.
See, what you fans need to understand is that the Children of the Corn is alive and well in the wrestling community. As much as you say you don't, you're not like that, you enjoy all wrestling, you a motherfucking lie. You don't enjoy our wrestling. You enjoy the WWE because you have a sexual fantasy about being in the WWE. And I'm not talking about being. When I say being in the WWE, I'm talking about being in the camera Mondays and Fridays and sometimes on Tuesdays. Now, I'm not I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This shit is very disturbing, dude. Like, really. You can sit back and you can talk about how, Tony Khan is a crackhead, but then yet, Vince McMahon has some skeletons in his closet too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he was getting head from Pat Patterson. Pat Patterson,
Pat
Patterson.
He hit that whole thing of that little boy getting, or that young man getting fucking raped.
Now, we already know that Pat Patterson, he bent over a couple times for some favors. We all know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He made fucking people bend over for some fucking favors. Well, we ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, well.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got a man inducted in the fucking Hall of Fame that murdered a woman, and then your fucking boss covered it up though, just because he didn't want to lose fucking seats in fucking where was that? Allentown, Pennsylvania, where he owns the fucking cops. You want to go there? Please, I got time. I got memory. You want to do this? Let me know.
I got a shirt.
This is my podcast. I can say what the fuck I want. You can't fucking block me on Facebook for this shit.
I got a shirt that says, "Bitch, I got time." Selling it on, I'm selling it on eBay for $9.99.
What my man Reese say? Hold up. Let's point this out.
Let's not forget Vince had an angle where he had an affair with Trish in front of his medicated Linda. Yeah, that part. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to sit here and throw stones in the glass house, I mean, you might want to, like, pay attention to where that stone is going. You know what I'm saying? And who is controlling these stones?
Because Melly brought up my favorite one I like to bring up.
Oh, he said nigga on television right in front of my
Booker
best
T.
friend. My best friend, Booker T, the house nigga of house niggas. So, I mean, listen. You know what? Wait a minute. What was a good story with no cap? Which one is he talking about?
Who?
Durkin. He said that was a good story mode. No cap.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oh wait, well, I'm not too sure. We've been talking about a lot. Also, never forget, we're not going to call this a Russo thing. This is the one that actually had Mark Henry fuck Mae Young to give birth to a fucking hand.
Oh,
funny angle.
No.
But we want to talk about people that are high on coke because they're happy about fucking wrestling products and hyping up their wrestlers where I have to put them in some cold angles like Bobby Lashley was with Rusev. What's Lana spelled backwards? That's what fucking Bobby was doing to her at night in the bed.
So, also, Mel said, can't forget about China and what him and Triple H did to her. Now, remind you, everyone, and like I said, I'm going to have to sip tea on this one.
Oh, yeah. Because last time I checked, y'all didn't include her in the fucking Hall of Fame until you guys brought her in with DX.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that she was able to basically do it by herself? Oh, because she did porn. Sonny fucking Lynch just fucking killed someone. Are you going to take her out of the fucking thing, or are you just going to allow her to be in there because Jenny Snooker's in there?
And then not to mention, I mean, you have your best friend, Donald Trump, like one of the worst presidents in U.S. history, still in the Hall of Fame. I mean, this man said to black people, son of a bitches, and yet you still kept this motherfucker in. I mean, we all know that Vince McMahon is racist when he wants to be. He can turn it off just like The Rock turns off his blackness. But, whatever.
Or kind of like Kofi Kingston turns off his accent.
Good one. Touche. Yeah. Oh. So as much as we want to go back and forth and we want to talk about how, speculate that Tony Khan is a crackhead, but then yet your your company that you love so much that you are willing to bend over backwards for. Vince McMahon has have done some shit in the past as well.
Oh, wait
So,
a minute. Hold up. Adam.
fresh new beat. Oh God.
So you need
No,
to connect his mic and cam before you can add them. Okay. You ready?
oh, they say his devices is not found. I mean, nothing, nigga. Oh
Why is
yeah,
he
everyone. We're gonna
he's
have some
typing
callers
as
that's
me? He's typing as me saying trying to connect this thing. You're in the wrong chat.
God.
Click the private chat, man.
So
This
everyone,
fucking guy. Only a
we
Cody
will
Rhodes fan.
we will have some callers to come on here. We're just gonna share the chat. We'll let you know some point in time when we'll have some people come on here. So he said this new thing is confusing, bro. Like we sent you
But you're
might want
on
to
my account, nigga.
Jesus. Shit, hey, do me a favor. Donald Trump is a part of the bloodline.
I
Yeah.
can't.
The where you see invite, um, hit
Yes,
this and then highlight that and then put it in the chat so he can get it.
definitely. Because it said he just basically has to connect his mic and shit, but I already put it in the chat.
I mean, wasn't he just on the chat not too long ago?
Yeah, he was on the airtime. By the
No, no,
way,
no. Oh, go ahead.
Adam has said that he brought it back up because I totally forgot about this one too. But he wanted to do with Paul and Katie Lee Burchell.
I think I forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's been a few like, bro, he's done some crazy shit, and I'm like, y'all don't think that man is on coke, but you think Tony Khan's on coke because he's hype.
I mean, like my whole thing is like, I'm not gonna lie. When I watched AEW, when I watched AEW for the first time, motherfuckers I actually thought I was retarded. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, well, why are you so happy? I mean, why can I not be? I mean, why can I not be happy? I mean, I love wrestling and wrestling, you
They're
know,
only allowed
this
to like the wrestling that they like.
and that's the part that I don't understand. Like this toxic attitude that you're supposed to like this company because you like this company. And the thing about it is that the motherfuckers that is saying this shit feel some type of way because AEW fans is enjoying their product. Even though last night, the main event, after the main event, was trash, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But at the end of the day, the narrative is simply this: you cannot sit here and bully somebody because you don't like the product because you feel some type of way about it because they're getting all of the shine over here and the WWE only shine is at WrestleMania. So my whole thing is, I mean, it sucks to be you. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, it is what it is.
Hey man.
So we got 10 more minutes for these rants, and then we're going to talk about AEW and WWE. So definitely stay tuned for that.
This is a fact. Vince's actions has had more shade than a lamp store.
Indeed, indeed, very much so.
Look, I get it that he made okay. All right, cool. Y'all feel like he may need to watch his mouth for what he says on Twitter. I can agree with that. I can agree with that to an extent. To an extent. Seth Rollins says the off the wall shit too.
Very much so, and he needs to shut the fuck up too. You know, I mean, if you want this person to shut the fuck, I mean, but you know what? At the end of the day, everybody wants to talk about freedom of speech, but then yet it really all depends on like what. Yeah, it really all depends on what subject we're talking about. One of my friends said this, and this was really really on point. Everybody look at the WWE as the grandmother of wrestling. Even if the grandmother said something disrespectful, we are not allowed to say shit. I'm sorry, I'm a different breed. If you say something out of order, I'm going to let you know I didn't like that shit. Like you say, oh well, no, that's grandma. Don't no, fuck that shit. Because like number one, whether you're my mother or you're my father, you're not going to disrespect me like that. And I feel that if you can say whatever you want to say to me, I can say wherever the fuck I want to say to you. That's just plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm not going to give another human power just based on your title. I'm not going to do that. Now, if you're 6 talking to a grown adult like you 30, that's a different story. But if we're like both grown adults and shit, and you being like loose with your mouth, no, mm-mm.
Pull-ups
My
are
mom,
mandatory and
my
all
mom
that.
always told me, do not let people talk shit about you or talk down to you. The only person that has the power to judge you or talk down to you is God, and that's it. But everybody else, no, fuck them. That's how I feel. Oh, we
Sorry.
get all quiet. Oh,
No,
it's
I was talking to Maddie. He was saying that he's trying to figure out how to allow access to his mic and camera.
Jesus Christ. Um, tell
Okay.
him
I
what.
feel like he's running away. He's coming up with excuses because he knows what's going to come.
Yeah. Tell him to reset his computer. Tell him to reset that shit. Unless his computer is like a 2004 Windows XP. But other than that, tell him to reset his computer, and then it should work. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Animal?
There you go. Add Roman to the pot. Durkin.
He ain't about that life.
Fuck him. There
There he
he
is.
go. Well, I'm like, why? I mean, look, what was that?
I don't know. Looks like he wanted to come in here dressing like a unicorn.
Like, oh, okay, cool. So he wants to be Kofi Kingston again.
So he want to have a dick on his head. Okay.
All right, let's bring him on stage. Like, I don't know why he's just chilling there.
Can you hear me?
We
Yeah,
can hear you now. You're on stage.
What
How
the
you doing?
fuck? What the fuck
Finally,
did you
bro.
have on your? What the hell did you
Where
have on
are
your
you?
head?
You don't
Me?
show your face. Where you
I'm at
looking?
I'm at the crib, bro. I'm just like kind of just in the wife beater and some undies right now. So I'm
What
not.
that mean? My titties are out, so your titties can be out
Yo,
too.
you're
All right,
sick.
look. I'm not trying to get banned on all across the board, right? Because y'all want to do nudity all of a sudden.
I've done worse.
I will not acknowledge that.
Exactly. So
I've done worse.
right now I'm just rocking with the no cam. But okay, what? Why was that? Why was somebody was waiting for me to hop on? What's going on here?
What's going on? We
I
was
gotta
waiting for
find out
you.
why y'all don't like Roman Reigns.
Why we don't like Roman Reigns? Okay, so let's see. Let's kind of go over the facts.
I love Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is great.
I bet you do. So let's kind of go over Roman Reigns. It's not that I don't like Roman Reigns. It's like Roman Reigns should be in a bigger position than where he's in right now. This man should be like multi-time world champion. We told him to, turn heel in 2016, but then yet they want to wait after the pandemic, which was in 2021 or 2022 or whatever you want to call it. And I just feel that his character right now, saying the tribal chief, I like it. It's dope. The only issue is that what other stars are being built? Is there any stars that's being built? I don't think it's that we don't like Roman Reigns. It's that Roman Reigns do not have a supporting cast. And when I say supporting cast, I'm not talking about the Usos. I'm talking about everybody else that's in that spectrum of the WWE like talent, because honestly there's nobody there. And that's what pisses me off. I think people get that shit misconstrued when they say, "Oh, you hate Roman Reigns." No, I don't like the Roman Reigns that is being shoved down everybody's throat like John Cena. John Cena, the difference between John Cena and Roman Reigns, John Cena has a supporting cast to a certain degree. Roman Reigns do not at all. So that's what makes me mad. I don't know about everybody else, but that pisses me off.
I'm actually glad when it comes to Roman Reigns that they actually built somebody up. They invested in him. Like, they didn't go flip-flop with the belts. They let him rock out and be like the top star. I feel like, and he's actually a full-time wrestler, not some guy who's part-time. So I think over the past almost 2 years now, they've done a good job with making Roman Reigns the top guy in the company. Heel turn is great. It's not, it's not some guy who's gonna win the belt and then be gone every Raw. He's there every single SmackDown. He wrestles every pay-per-view. He's an actual full-time wrestler. They turned him into the big star. Like, does he win every match? Yes, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing until they find the right person who should beat him.
Sir, let me just tell you that part. That part I do agree with you, but the other part, they had people in NXT. That's the part that I have to like kind of disagree with you on. They had they had a fucking gold mine in NXT. They had so many motherfucking stars. What the fuck did they do with it? Vince McMahon said, "Oh, you lost to AEW, so I'm about to rebrand this shit. I'm about to fire all of you motherfuckers. Who are you niggers?" And I mean, look at where we at now. We looking at fucking BT after fucking dark. Big bitches with big booties and shit, and niggas that's like, am I supposed to come to Raw this week, or am I supposed to come to SmackDown? Or
no, they're supposed to go to the main event.
Huh?
They're supposed to go to the main event. That's where they got stuck at.
Is main event even being televised?
It is. That's where they stick people like Finn Balor and Ricochet, two of the best wrestlers on the damn roster.
Oh, so does it come on USA Network or because I don't know.
Oh, I couldn't tell you all that. I've never watched an episode of Main Event in my life, but I know I know it's still a show.
Wow. Okay. So Mel said that they ran out of storylines. They should have kept the Braun, or they should have kept Braun, and they should have let him pass the big man to the WWE, where Eva won the WWE Championship. Who is the
ever won the WWE Championship?
Oh, okay.
Dirk and yep, they killed Finn Balor's career.
I know
they did.
Damn shame. It's a damn
shame. When they killed the Demon, it was a wrap.
No, it's not. Honestly, like having the Demon lose a couple times wasn't even the worst thing. First of all, the worst thing was when the rope broke and everything turned red. I forgot who was he wrestling in that match.
The thing was ruined when he fucking lost in that fucking Hell in a Cell match.
I think it was against Roman. It was against Roman. Yes, it was.
It was against Roman when the rope broke. That was probably the end of Finn Balor. I mean, now he's the U.S. champ and nobody cares.
But you know what though? If you really want to be technical about it, the end of Finn Balor is when he got his shoulders separated at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins.
You're right. That was really the end because he was on a trajectory straight to the top, and then Seth Rollins he broke his collarbone or whatever. Popped the shoulder out the night he won the belt. After that, Vince McMahon was probably like, he's small anyway. He gets hurt, which it was a freak accident, but he probably didn't care. And he was like, all right, it's a wrap for him after that. And he's really never been anywhere near that level since.
So,
Durkin, it killed his momentum completely.
I like what he said.
Period.
They've done a good job with Roman at the expense of everyone else.
Correct. Not going to even lie to you. At everybody's expense,
dude. That was a very good statement. Shout out to who just said that. They built Roman at the expense of everybody else. I'll definitely 100% agree with that. Yes, in order to make Roman who he is now, they had to just wipe out all the competition, basically for the most part. But that's what brings me into a guy on the roster who he hasn't beat.
We're not going to do this yet, all right? So
no, because we still part of the rant. So yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to go to a commercial break?
No, not yet. No, let's let him talk and then we can go to commercial. Go ahead. You ready, Mr. Kent?
Yo, what's good?
You tell me after you get that cookie out your mouth.
Sure, it's not rum. No, I'm not going to do it.
Oh,
this guy. I can't be a fan. I can't be a fan, bro.
No, and we're not talking about Kofi either. We're talking about that other one that you so sexually aroused about.
Yes.
Talk about him.
And his tight Homelander outfit. Did you like fantasize about?
Right.
Wait. Who are we talking about?
We talking about that one that wear that damn stop sign of a tattoo.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh, my main man.
The wrestling's only has another royal family.
Wait, my main man who has a victory over Roman Reigns back in 2016. My main man who's the grandson of
who the fuck remembers that stat?
I mean, I remember that stat. You watch as much wrestling as I do. You probably remember it too. You just choose not to. Anyway, back to my man who had the best wrestling match at WrestleMania. I'd say the best entrance at WrestleMania. Been cutting great promos. Who should be the next person to challenge Roman Reigns and possibly beat him for the championship? If not at SummerSlam, then we push it out to next year's WrestleMania. Talking about the American Nightmare. Talking about Cody Rhodes, my friends. The number one face on Raw right now in 2 weeks. You can't deny it. Name another baby face who has momentum on Raw. You can't. Okay, I'm done.
Please.
Oh, because I ain't done with you yet. Let's kind of talk about your history real quick.
We talking about me personally?
Yes, you. Because I think you're full of shit, honestly.
Me?
And the reason why I say you're full of shit, because where was all this energy about a year ago?
Ja can attest to this. Ja, how big of a Cody fan am I? And how much?
He was the most Codiest stan I've ever met, to the point that he ran my other fucking co-host away.
Then never mind. Okay.
Since we started.
It was this or Kofi Kingston. You have to pick your poison with him.
Then never mind. If he's a Cody Rhodes stan, then I can't talk about him then. And that's I was getting ready to. I was gonna check you, but never mind.
Ja can attest. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. I met him a couple years ago. One of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet. Real talk.
So you lost your virginity with Cody Rhodes, and now
adrenaline was in your poll. So I'm gonna leave that alone.
Shut up. So I'm okay. I'm gonna leave you alone, man.
Just from a strictly wrestling standpoint, I mean, Cody, right? First of all, WWE right now, they don't have many baby faces who you get behind.
Who fun is that?
Can I finish?
Okay.
So that's the WWE's fault. WWE has dropped the ball when it comes to building up any baby faces. They have a million heels, and all the baby faces just look like idiots week after week. So
yeah.
So you guys agree with that? So now,
I agree.
Oh, I don't agree with you.
Right now, I would say by default, Cody Rhodes is the number one babyface because he's like the only guy who doesn't lose every week or who doesn't look like an idiot every week. You know what I'm saying?
But my nigga, like, okay, you just got a product like maybe 2 weeks ago. Okay, you just got this product 2 weeks ago. This is not like 6 years from today.
I agree with that statement.
So that's what I'm saying. Before you come in your pants, I just want you to understand that in 6 weeks, or not 6 weeks, but in like 6 months,
and boring like everybody else. You're absolutely right. There's a possibility that happens. I'm hoping it doesn't. You can never, the WWE might bury him like they bury everybody else. But as for right now, I'm gonna keep up hope that they're gonna keep him strong and make him a challenger for Roman. They might do it too soon, have Roman beat him up, and then that's the end of it. Like Roman beats up everybody else. But as for right now, I mean, he had a great match against Rollins. His match with The Miz was pretty good, a regular Miz match. He cuts a couple of good promos like, I'm going to win the belt. My father never won, blah, 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 blah. So I think the promos are something you can get behind. His little story is something you can get behind. And like I said before,
what fucking story does he have? What story does he have?
He's going to win the belt that his dad never won. That's his story.
Who the fuck cares about his dad right now?
Who doesn't? If you like wrestling, you like Dusty Rhodes. Who doesn't like Dusty Rhodes?
He did that same shit when he was in AEW. There's nothing that he did that really changed, during his transition to the WWE. I mean, Cody Rhodes has been doing this shit the majority of his life about him. I want to win a belt that my father never did. I mean, bro, like it's Okay.
No, it's definitely been done before, but that doesn't mean it's not effective. And all right, another question: Who on the babyface roster, Raw or SmackDown, do you want to see against Roman? Like right now,
Nobody.
Nakamura is one of my favorite wrestlers on WWE. They're just putting him in there next month because they have nobody else to put there. He's gonna
Once again.
It's gonna be
Who
stupid.
fucking fault is that?
That's WWE's fault because they don't build
Exactly.
babyfaces.
So I'm trying to figure out. See, this is the part I'm having an issue with you and the WWE fucking putties. You know. So my thing is this: you call yourself a fucking big league promotion, but then yet you don't even want Cody Rhodes to say wrestling in a promo, let alone you want him. He says belts. Men says title, you know. So I mean, dude, come on now.
That's the whole point,
wrestler, superstar.
That's the whole point. He's using like real wrestling terminology when everyone who's a fan of WWE knows that WWE they don't like that shit. Like it pisses.
But you're a wrestling company.
Wrestling is in your fucking name.
Wrestling is in your blood. It's part of the legacy. Oh wait,
what does WWE stand for? And now, please don't say walk with Elias.
No, because Elias has a twin brother.
He's dead.
It's walk with Ezekiel
now. We'll get into the next segment, but he's
not
dead. Next.
Okay, you know what? Since it's 7:09, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back to talk about AEW, WWE, and all this.
AEW had a great show, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, all right. We'll
commercial.
Clarabelle Cow, I love ya. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, huh? Uh-oh.
Hot dog, hot diggity.
Wow! Wow! Goofy just smacked the mouse shit out of me.
Keep my sometimes girlfriend's name out your yucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
Here's some more footage. Here you go.
There's been a lot of rumors and innuendo going around social media the past few weeks. So I'm here tonight to set the record straight. My big announcement is that everything you read is true. I was, in fact, romantically involved with Candice LeRae before she married Johnny Gargano. That's right, she was mine before she was his. It all started in 2015 when Johnny Gargano had just signed with NXT. He put every ounce of his time and energy into making it here and becoming the Johnny Wrestling that you know today. But to achieve all that, he ended up spending more time with his tag partner, Tommaso Ciampa, than his romantic partner, Candice LeRae. Candice was lonely, and things got worse when her boyfriend didn't have the guts to ask NXT management to consider signing her too. She started to think that maybe he was intentionally holding her back, scared that if she got a chance in NXT, she would outshine him. Nonetheless, she needed a shoulder to cry on, and that shoulder was mine. We dated for a bit, and it was okay, but then I got bored and broke things off. And that's when she went crawling back to Johnny. They ended up getting engaged, and the rest is history. So that's right, Johnny. Everything you've seen and heard is true. Your wife is a fake. And if you or anyone else doesn't believe any of this, that's okay. Because I have proof of every conversation, every late night text, every DM, every...
Gargano's taking it to the NXT champion. Can you blame him after everything that the champion said? But we don't know what's true or not. But one thing's apparent. Johnny Gargano is extremely upset. We know these are lies, and so does Gargano. That's why he's so angry. The NXT champion clearly wants no part of this. Happy to stir the pot and then run away. He's not running away. He was attacked. You expect him to stand there and take that? I don't know what to expect, but hopefully we get to the bottom of all this sooner rather than later.
There you go.
So yeah, that was actually my face that was actually on that bitch. So I just had to redo some things or whatever. But yes, that fucking game is dope. Not
That's
gonna lie to
22.
you. That is 22.
Yeah, it's dope. I like it.
22. Yes. The game is dope as fuck. Man, they got storylines on there where it'll make you just say, wow. But yes, we're back for
segment
segment 2. All right.
I
So
love it.
huh?
I said we got commercials now. I love it.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna come up with some shenanigans next week.
We got intros too.
Indeed, we got that, but you missed that because you were still trying to put your underwear on. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? While you're fantasizing about Roman Reigns, but it's okay.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, and Cody Rhodes. But
we know
Yeah,
that
it's
you
Cody
know,
Rhodes, bro. Get it right, bro.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're not a Roman sexual.
No, I'm not.
You're a Codian. I meant to say Cody
Codian.
lesbian.
Wow.
Co-lesbian. Cozy.
So let's talk a little bit about WWE. I ranted about Raw this past Monday. Walk with Ezekiel, I'm not feeling it. I know that they're trying to do some
it's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother. I'm just not feeling it. It's funny as fuck, but it's stupid as fuck at the same time.
You already I was gonna say you already have like another angle going on that don't make no fucking sense at all.
And which one is that?
We're gonna have a double wedding for the fucking 24/7 championship people.
Bro, you know what's crazy? The wedding storyline in wrestling is never good, and yet they keep doing it.
It's been played out since fucking Jagged Edge showed up and was singing for fucking.
No. The best one was Triple H.
Triple H and Stephanie.
That was the best one.
That was yeah. But how long ago was that? Was that like, that was 99? That was
25 years ago. Yes, it was
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the second best one would probably be Al Wilson and Dawn Marie when he had the heart attack.
Yeah, after they was fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was like 02, 03.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But for the most part, wrestling weddings are not good. And the 24/7 championship is just like, I don't even know. It's just not it, bro.
And that's how and someone brought this up in the comments that the storylines is constantly being recycled and they're not putting any thought into how to build a superstar except for Roman Reigns and the Usos. Speaking of the Usos, I'm going to be kind of jumping around a little bit. So Roman Reigns on last Friday, said that, okay, I'm the tribal chief now, and I hold both worlds. So I want you to go to Raw, and I want you to get those Raw belts and shit. This is a mistake. Just like this is a mistake. And now, if this was long-term storytelling, then I would say, okay, they got tag teams. They don't have any tag teams at all. Yeah. They only got like a few.
That's why unifying the belts is the best move, because there's instead of because you can't split up the tag team belts because there's not enough tag teams to carry a Raw and a SmackDown. You make one central tag team champion, and then you have people they can face tag teams from both Raw and SmackDown. So you're turning it into one division, because there just isn't enough tag team wrestling to go around to have two separate sets of titles. You make
that's because whose fault is that?
It's WWE's fault.
I thought that was my line.
I
thought that was my line.
My bad. I'll say that for you next time.
I'm sorry, but
okay,
it's the truth. Like, whose fault is that?
I thought that was my line.
I say it too.
It's my line. Okay. But anywho, yeah. So once again, like, who in the fuck fault is that though? Like, the WWE killed everybody. Everybody went to AEW. Everybody either went to AEW or Control My Own Narrative. But yeah. So
I need more too.
So they're basically doing what AEW is doing right now. They're centralizing all the titles in one container. Now, this is where I guess they don't really have much of a choice.
They don't, because there's not enough challengers to be splitting them up.
They have a lot of choices. The problem is they don't want to fucking think logically. Like, at this point, don't put any more fucking makeshift tag teams together, please. Just don't. You have NXT. You guys are doing this whole thing where you're just bringing people up, even though you're basically either releasing them or changing them by the time you bring them up.
Mm-hmm.
Can we even go down the list of tag teams that they have?
Yeah.
Other than the Usos.
Do they have any tag teams?
The New Day.
Street Profits, RK Bro, the Usos,
RK
Alpha.
Alpha. That's 5.
Don't
say
Ziggler and
NXT.
Rude.
Who?
Ziggler and Rude, if you still count them.
They're in NXT now.
Let's see.
Who else who's the main roster tag team right now? Nakamura and Boogs were one. They got Boogs is out for
that man is out for a year.
He fucked the squad.
You got New Day. New Day.
I said them already.
You did? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Don't say Boogs. He Kevin Nash himself. Ray and his son don't really count for me either.
No, they applied the pressure. That's why his shit broke or buckled. That's not in no cap. Like I'm not even trying to.
I'm trying to think who else.
There ain't nobody else.
That's why they get it.
Oh wait, Los Lotharios.
Oh wow, we forgot about them. They're actually pretty good too.
Who was that?
That's Angel Garza and Alberto.
They're even relevant, like in the tag team division?
Reach just said it.
No,
man.
they're really not relevant, but we're just trying to name any tag teams that they have because there's such a lack of a tag team division that it really only makes sense to have one set of belts. They need to start making, well, not making tag teams, but like having tag teams come up from NXT who are actual tag teams to the main roster who can, like, you know, have good matches.
Mm-hmm. WWE has a tag team limit?
No, they don't. It's not like a limit. They just don't like it. Tag teams. It does seem like it.
Listen, Derek said only reason tag team division is relevant is because of Randy Orton and RK Bro, and I agree with that. But that's another makeshift tag team.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have any true tag teams in your division. You had what? The New Day and Usos.
That's mainly it. Everybody else has been a randomizer.
Let's go back to what Reese said. Reese said WWE hasn't sustained the fans' interest in mid-card wrestlers and tag teams in almost 2 decades.
I mean, I wouldn't go 2 decades, but I definitely agree with that now. Like the Intercontinental Championship used to be a big deal. It was a big deal.
It was.
Now it's like you sometimes you don't even remember who the Intercontinental Champ is, you know? So
he was in the Battle Royal last time I checked. I don't know who won it, but
like the US title was a big deal. Now it's just there.
No, the Intercontinental was a fucking big deal. But the United States was WCW's baby.
And that was a huge deal. Like
that was the next belt next to the TV title.
They have definitely
remember?
It was one step up from the TV title.
Mm-hmm.
They devalued all the
mid-card things have basically been devalued unless you have the main title, and not everyone is getting a shot at the main title. Mm-hmm. Then you have people that get thrown into makeshift tag teams, and then they're getting tag team gold, which doesn't really mean shit at this point because you have a company that has basically shown they're not giving a fuck about tag team wrestling since Paul London and fucking Brian Kendrick left.
But you think about it is what the mid-card titles are supposed to do is supposed to be like a precursor to being a world champ. Like back in the day, you thought, whoever the Intercontinental champ was probably close to getting a world title shot or was almost as good as the world champ. Now you don't look at Finn Balor or Ricochet anywhere near the level of Roman Reigns because you're just like, oh my god, if they were in the match with Roman Reigns, they get crushed. But you're supposed to build the mid-card titles to seem almost on the level as the world title. And that's just a complete failure.
Why would they? Who has held those titles?
Recently, back in the day.
Type of prestige. The last person who fucking hold the belt didn't defend the belt at all. He held it and maybe defended it once.
Because you know where it is, where they really drop the ball is exactly like these guys, like somebody will win a mid card title and then they'll lose a bunch of non-title matches to set up a match in a pay-per-view or something like that, and then it's like yeah, you won the belt, but all you do is lose after you win the belt, so like you're really a chump. You just got lucky once and won the belt. Like
Mel's already just said that they do have a limit. That's why Edge is building his group. And when I think about stuff like that, that's going to kind of piss me off because, again, you're basically going to make another makeshift tag team, possibly with Damian Priest and Tommaso Ciampa.
Actually, I'm not even mad at that tag team.
I'm not, but why?
I'd rather see those two in a tag team that's doing well than just see them get buried every week. You know what I mean? Like it's that or what? Like what's a better alternative? Like
there's really no alternative right now. I mean, because like everybody either got fired or they're in their randomizer of a tag team. Like it's just
so boom. So then you're gonna have Tommaso Ciampa and Damian Priest built up to what? Face the Usos or face RK Bro?
I guess we'll find out.
Right? It looks like they're getting ready to unify the titles.
You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think should fucking happen. I'm sorry, like you guys. I
think the plan is for them to break up RK Bro by SummerSlam anyway. So I think if they have
basically all the titles are going to end up on fucking SmackDown.
Yeah, all the titles are going to end up with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline because I think, and I could be like totally wrong, of course, but I think they're going to probably break up RK Bro soon so they can set up a big grudge match for SummerSlam and May, June, July. So yeah, maybe like within the next month and a half they'll break up RK Bro. So they can have a big match in August.
So what is the point of having Ziggler win the NXT title? Well, two things. Ziggler's not doing anything. And then number two, they said that they need a veteran over there to help NXT.
NXT's a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke. I keep saying that
Natalya over there.
Yeah, and I keep saying that this is BET after dark. I mean, I don't know how you expect me to take NXT serious right now.
Nikita Lyons is the best thing about NXT. I don't
I can never take that. I don't watch it. I don't fuck with NXT Nickelodeon.
I don't watch it either.
I don't either.
And you know what the NXT set looks like? You ever watch a show like Double Dare?
Stop taking my line.
You said that before?
My line. I've said that multiple times. I've called it NXT Double Dare and NXT Nickelodeon. I'm not going to do this. Go back to worrying about Cody Rhodes.
Honestly, you did say I heard you say Nickelodeon. I didn't know that you said Double Dare.
Yeah, you ain't paying attention. I said something.
You saw one of my lines before too. Now you see how I feel.
First off, it was one time. All right, once.
Better be.
You know what?
That time.
You know what?
I'm calling gimmick infringement on everybody.
My bad. But anyway, NXT Nickelodeon is what I call it. All right, NXT Double Dare set. All right, where they fucking pay-per-views and the Legend of Hidden Temple set. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up.
Wow.
I did call it also NXT in Living Color.
That's a good one.
Oh man, it's a fact. But Raw, the tag match though. The Street Profits versus RK Bro was a dope ass match.
It was.
I'm gonna give them that.
The Street Profits have great matches with everybody, and like RK Bro matches are really like all the same. Like they beat up Riddle for a little bit. Everyone does a couple moves. They tag in Randy Orton. Randy Orton does his gig with the power slam and the DDT and whatever. Some other shit happens. They hit an RKO. Match over. That's every RK Bro match, but they're still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But the match is awesome.
It's time for them to break up.
Yeah, I don't give it. I give it another month max because it's gonna ran its course, but they're still pretty entertaining though. So we'll see.
I mean, they are, but Street Profits.
Street Fighter.
Street Profits It's probably their next up tag team. And it's a fucking what's the words I'm looking for? WWE is about to end up basically shooting themselves in the foot with this because of the hype with the Street Profits.
I mean, just like the same thing that they did with let's see, Brooklyn.
Prime time, yeah.
Prime time.
Prime time was awesome.
Montez Ford could be a phenomenal singles competitor.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Because he totally stands out. Totally stands out.
What do? Do you leave them as a tag team? Or do you let Montez
go solo? I mean, everyone knows that like it's eventually going to end up Montez going solo, but I still think the Street Profits have like as a tag team have like another run with the tag team titles in them, and another 6 months to like I think they can still be a popular tag team to the end of the year. It depends on how long WWE really wants to wait on that or how much patience they have when it comes to that. But I mean, time will tell. But like you said, like Montez is going to be a big deal. Really, whatever they decide to split them up.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
So going past Raw, because other than that, I mean, nothing really happened.
Veer beat up Dominic.
No one gives a fuck about that.
I know, it's sad.
Great Khali fucked up Rey Mysterio, and we almost thought he died. I don't give a fuck what the fuck he did to fucking. Yeah, I said that. I said that. We all as kids literally saw this motherfucker's head get squished. What fucking Veer did to Dominic does not mean nothing to me. Okay, I don't care what he did to Eddie's son. I don't care.
I'm just tired of him and his I'm about to come type of face. I'm tired. I'm tired of that.
You're working on his facial expressions. All right, so without further ado, since no one watches NXT Double Dare, NXT Nickelodeon, AEW. Okay, here's my thing. AEW had some fire ass matches that literally belonged on a pay-per-view. And I don't know why in the fuck they do this all the time, but I'm not going to complain about it to an extent because, god damn it, we need some good wrestling after watching that bullshit that happened on Monday Night Raw. The tag team match, great, fucking great. CM Punk versus Penta. Amazing fucking match.
Bro, CM Punk continuing to be just one of the GOATs, bro. CM Punk.
But here's the thing. Everyone's saying that he botched the fucking...
Oh, absolutely. He did botch it.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
He's so smart, though. He grabbed his leg right after and made it seem like
it was. I think that was what it was. I think he basically didn't botch it. I think it was a sell to the fucking knee. We've seen it happen a lot of times with a lot of different matches. I don't know if that was I'm not trying to be like, the caper for CM Punk matches, as some people like to say. But I honestly think that was a fake out.
And if it was, that's even more awesome. It was awesome regardless, because if he did screw up, then it's like, oh, he covered it up, great. And if that was a part of the match, then that's even more. That's awesome because it looks so real.
I mean, I can see that, but either way, it was a dope ass fucking match. Round of applause to them. We are going to get, I think they said, is it next week or is it Friday? Blackpool Combat Club versus the Ass Boys.
Oh, that's Friday.
That's Friday. Okay, because Friday. Oof, man, listen.
Oh yeah, and remind you tonight, AW Rampage is live tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
night at 7. Friday.
Oh, my God! I'm thinking today is Thursday. Wait, today is Thursday.
You think today is Friday for a second?
Okay, yeah, I thought today was Friday. Oh my God.
I wish today was Friday, bro. I wouldn't have work tomorrow.
And then Saturday they have the Battle of the Belts Part 2.
Yeah,
that is going to be my God, fire.
Oh my God!
I feel like they're doing a lot of TV, but also too though, Battle of the Belts is only an hour long on Saturday, so I feel like Battle of the Belts is not going to be on the level of Dynamite. So if like you're trying to bring new viewers to the product on Saturday, but it's not going to be as good as your Wednesday show.
By the way, someone else pointed it out, and I was going to say Roderick Strong's wife needs to get the fuck out of wrestling.
What's her name?
The Shafir bitch. Yeah. Listen, I thought she was dope when I was first watching her because it's on Dark. But after seeing her, like, you know, in the spotlight, that bitch is sloppy as fuck. Maybe it was between her and Sky Blue and they just could not connect with each other, but I was literally falling asleep watching that match.
John, correct me if I'm wrong. Was she one of Shayna Baszler's goons on NXT?
Yes.
Okay. No. Okay.
Yes.
Now I know what we're talking about. Perfect.
Okay. So my whole thing is she needs more work or practice. You better not have her defeat my goddess.
Oh, that's not going to happen, bro. That's
Tony Khan. If you ever walks upon this fucking podcast, if you have this fucking basic bitch defeat that bitch, I'm going to fuck up your coke dealer.
That's not. Yeah, I don't see that happening whatsoever.
Just saying. But that match was trash. Completely fucking trash.
And what's that? Shafir, she's been wrestling for a long time, man. I guess she still doesn't get it. Like, cause she's been on NXT since like what, 2017, 2018? Like, when was Shayna Baszler really getting it in on NXT? Like 2018, 2019.
Look a reset. The only part that was interesting about Shafir's match was seeing Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan. Listen, let me just say this. That's one thing I did not fucking like and I don't understand.
Which one?
Why the fuck is Red Velvet teaming up with Jade all of a sudden?
Right, that part. Why is she a Barbie doll now or a baddie?
Baddie. Like, I can understand Kiera Hogan, okay? But Red Velvet?
Because like that shit was so fucking random.
It's just random. It does not make fucking sense to me. I'm sorry. It really doesn't. That was one of my main complaints about AEW last night. That whole match to me was like lackluster, and then doing the whole WWE style, looking on the side at the camera and looking at the television monitor. Trash. Sorry. However, now that we know about fucking what's going on Friday, because of the crazy shit that happened on fucking Dynamite, especially, I'm not even gonna go over the Samoa Joe. Matter of fact, yes, let's do it.
You should.
All right. First off, Samoa Joe and Minoru Suzuki was supposed to be a dream match. It was good. I'm not gonna say it was the best. It was good. Okay. However,
you know what it is? Both those guys are just outside their prime. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not that. That's not it. I have a gift. For you. All right? I have a gift for you.
Well, damn. So you just gonna just leave the podcast?
Yeah. Who's that? Someone left?
Yeah, Mr. Jaquez, he just left this.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, okay. Oh shit!
I'm sorry. I thought I could do the lights out thing like Tony Khan did for this fucking unknown motherfucker.
Yo, that's great. Yeah, you know what it is with the fact, like, the AEW has done the lights out so many times, and it's always been like some big reveal, and then they do the lights out, and then it's like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, it's like, what?
I don't know what the fuck they was expecting. I get that was for the fucking for the shareholders or for Warner Media or whatever the case may be. But
that was just a fail. I was just a complete failure. Like, what are you doing? It's like because the first thing I'm thinking is Cesaro. I'm like, yo.
I'm like, hi, like, yes, finally, and then there's some big giant Kali 2.0 as motherfucker.
Yeah, I was totally turned off last night. I'm like, who in the fuck is this?
And then, the commentators didn't make it no better. He was like, the basketball player? Like,
it was like,
what were we supposed to know? Like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I've heard about him like months ago. I'm not gonna remember this motherfucker.
That's how I felt like, bro. Like, they was like, oh, look, it's a tall man. And who is he?
It's like, wow.
It's a basketball player who no one knows. So if you're a wrestling fan, no one knows who you are. And unless you know like every single person who's ever drafted the NBA, you don't know who he is either. So it's just like, it's not like they brought LeBron James out and everybody was like, oh, they got a basketball player. It's like, yo, who is this dude?
Oh, LeBron's a wrestler now. No.
Yeah, like, it's just some random. It's like, bro, what?
Like fucking Ryan fucking... Damn, I forgot this fucking tall ass motherfucker name. Ryan Hollins looking motherfucker. Like,
that was just I think they were expecting like people to be just like, oh shit, this guy's huge. But it's like no one cares, dude. Like,
yeah. It was really
real fucking stale, bro.
Yeah, it was a fail. Most definitely.
You got the AEW version of like fucking Omos, and it's like, oh great.
For what? No, like for what?
Like real wrestling fans hate that shit because it's like, dude, you got another one of these guys, like these 7-foot dudes who can't wrestle.
You can't wrestle. Like that's all it's gonna fucking do. You can't wrestle.
They can't wrestle. They can't cut promos. They literally stand there. They have a choke slam and like that's it. Like, that's it.
He was in the G League. He didn't even make it to the NBA.
That's what I'm saying.
What? I thought this motherfucker was in the NBA, at least played like one game, or was sitting on the bench.
Bro, I'm an NBA fan. Like I watch my fair share of Knicks games. I follow the NBA. This guy came out, and I'm like, who? So, you know what I mean? So if you were expecting basketball fans to tune into that shit and enjoy it, no, because a real basketball fan still doesn't know who he is, and a real wrestling fan doesn't care who he is.
Now,
so.
Hill Carmichael pointed out that AEW is doing business with India right now. Which, listen, we know and I get it, but the fuck, like at least bring someone. You could at least brought the Great Khali if that was the case. Like you gonna bring a fucking lookalike, you might as well bring in the fucking Great Khali.
Right?
The fuck was that? Bring in a Big Show. You know, like right, Mel's. Where's the Big Show? Where's Paul White? Instead of doing commentating, he could have came out, knocked Samoa Joe ass out. Storyline purposes. You know what I'm saying? It could have happened. But instead, some unknown motherfucker is going to be the enforcer for fucking Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt.
You know what? I just hope they don't like put him in matches and have him beat up people and have him like squash people and shit, because that would be just terrible. That would be that's some like real WWE shit. So hopefully they don't do that. As long as they don't do that, I'll be fine with it. Because it is what it is. That's the point.
I am trying to understand though, like, what are we gonna end up doing with ROH? Because Suzuki, that was a major thing. Like he won the title, right? Then not even 2 weeks, he lost the title.
Yeah. I just hope they don't arbitrarily put all the ROH belts on AEW guys.
I mean, Samoa Joe isn't technically. He's technically both. He's ROH.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's fine, but like the other ROH, like, because like right now, so FTR has the ROH tag team titles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're like AEW guys, I'd say. It's so it's like I don't know. Like I said, I hope they don't just put all the belts. Like I hope they don't have like Gresham lose to like.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Don't even mention him losing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
He's talking about the octopus.
Oh, him.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ain't nobody beating him.
Yeah, that's all true.
I got a feeling ROH and HBO Max working together. Also, Minoru Suzuki is going to be in the G1 Climax. That's the reason he lost. Okay. All right.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. There was another rumor that I did want to bring up because apparently, Tony Khan has a major, huge announcement next Wednesday.
Oh, do it.
Yeah,
Announcement king.
I think that what's going to happen is that they're going to announce a streaming deal with HBO Max.
Really?
I think it has to do with the fact that HBO Max, this is why they debuted that dude last night, which I still don't know his fucking name. If someone knows his name, please drop it in the chat because I don't know his name. I don't want to say that.
I don't know his name either.
I don't want to say Greg Khali 2.0. Like, I want to give him his actual name. But anyway, the reason for his debut was due to the fact of Warner Media's apparent merger with Discovery. Now, because of that, thank you, Reese. Santam Singh. Santam. Is it Santam or Satnam? Satnam. Okay, Satnam Singh. Double S. There we go. Boom. So double S.
Double S.
For shit show. Anyway, for debuting last night is because, like I said, because of the merger or whatever. So to me, I honestly think that they are more likely going to end up on the new deal with HBO Max.
I'm down with that because if they put their pay-per-views on HBO Max instead of charging $40 for them, that's a good look.
But that's going to be difficult to do when they still have their contract with Fight TV and Bleacher Report.
Yeah, those places can still air the pay-per-view, but they can also have it streaming on HBO Max as well,
I mean, we may not know. Like, maybe HBO Max might do something different, for them. Like, you might actually have to pay, like, another subscription in order to actually get the pay-per-views. Otherwise, you have to pay, like, a certain price in order to watch it when it's live. Because HBO Max doesn't have anything live. So this will be a whole, you know what I'm saying? This will be a whole new thing.
I don't. Yeah, HBO Max. I have HBO Max, and you're right. They don't have any live.
Nothing's live. Everything it gets released, and that's it. Like, I didn't even get to watch Young Justice yet. So, what I was gonna say, to me, if they bring in Discovery or whatever it is, they could probably post it up. Like, see, Hale Carmichael's in my head. Post up the pay-per-view on HBO Max the next day. I wouldn't be opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? The problem with that is that you're going to start fucking yourself with the pay-per-view guys. If you have it where people that don't have HBO Max, you know what I'm saying? Generally,
yeah. But you know what it is though? So their pay-per-views probably get like 100,000 buys, right? 100,000 and change buys per pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
If the pay-per-view switch to HBO Max, it's going to get out to more eyeballs because a lot more than 100,000 people have HBO Max.
Quadruple that number, shit.
Higher than that. So they'll do more viewers, and people who are wrestling fans who want to watch AEW, they'll probably sign up for HBO Max because, dude, HBO Max is so you can have HBO Max for like 4 months. And it'll equal the same amount you pay for an AEW pay-per-view. If AEW does a pay-per-view once every 4 months, it probably equals the same amount as a year subscription of HBO Max, like dollar for dollar. So it could make sense. And you still have HBO Max, so you can watch all kinds of shit.
That's true, too. So it's more than likely it's going to be the thing that's going to happen. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I'm totally
I am going to drop the link in the chat just if anybody wants to come on and answer any questions while we start to wrap things up. Just bear with me.
AEW game, what's good?
Yeah, so my whole thing is now with Battle for the Belts coming up and you having these ROH people defend, Here's my thing. If this is where we're going with the HBO Max deal, where does that leave ROH? Is
I think-
ROH now going to be taped? Or are you going to try to find ROH a home on, like, I don't know, you can't put it on TNT.
Mhm.
Put it on HBO Max. Put the ROH like have like a live.
You can put the
show.
library, but you're not going to have the live show. It meaning that it's going to be taped, which
No,
is going to be very hard for them to do if they're talking about doing live shows going on the road with them.
I think HBO Max, if this deal with AEW is like for real, they're going to figure it out, or they already have everything in place to broadcast them live. Because it's like if you're gonna make a deal with a wrestling company and you can't broadcast it live, like having the library is cool, but you want to get those live people watching when shit is really going down. So I think a weekly ROH show on HBO Max would be pretty cool.
I mean, another thing, like he says, likely tape, like NXT with WWE Network, or maybe like announce All Out, yada yada. I think, like, okay, here's my thing: if you are going to have a tape, it more than likely can end up being like Impact does. But does that mean that ROH is going to end up taking over in the Impact Zone, as I like to still call it, where they have NXT Dark?
I have no comment. I have no comment.
Wow, because
I have, huh?
God said Impact, really?
I mean, I just think that Ring of Honor should be its own entity. That's how
It should.
Because,
But
like they're mixing this shit up, and it's confusing folks. Like, I don't know if I'm looking at an AEW product or if I'm looking at a Ring of Honor product, and
you're looking at both.
I'm looking at both, and it should be both. That's really how I feel.
Eventually, it's going to become one and the same,
I mean, yeah. I mean, they should
They call
just
it Ring of Elite.
Ring of Elite. This guy. But yeah, like I'm trying to rack my brain about Ring of Honor, and I think it's a good thing, but then at the same time, it's like, where are we going with this? And that's the only issue that I have with AEW. AEW didn't have a concrete plan on what they were going to do as soon as they bought Ring of Honor. They just said that I need to put on my cape and I need to save the day.
No, 100%. They definitely didn't have a concrete plan. Basically, Tony Khan looked at it as a businessman. He goes, Ring of Honor is on the ropes, like the company itself as a company business-wise is on the ropes. So I could probably come in, make a low ball offer, and buy the whole company. And that's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Just from a business standpoint, not even like, oh, I'm going to do this wrestler, do that with that wrestler. He was just thinking, like, in his head, like, I could buy this entity on the cheap right now.
I mean, it already came out that he was the roster. He's not. Most of the roster is not signed.
Yeah,
so
right.
The likeness, which has value, and he bought the library, which has a ton of value. And then he's probably like, all right, if the guys who are from ROH, if they want to sign with me, let them sign. And if they try to like run their price up, I'll just tell them to bounce.
He has said at least ROH will be in a big arena with AEW. That I can see. You're getting more like attention to them, but you got to think Ring of Honor actually has like a hardcore fan base. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. And you know what's crazy though, real quick, that I was just thinking about. Ring of Honor basically helped AEW get started. Like
it was 30 million.
Ring of Honor helped AEW get started, and then AEW just came in, swept up, and bought the company. That All In show was most of those wrestlers were on Ring of Honor. The first pay-per-view they had in 2018, in September 2018, that was like an ROH show basically. That's what basically started AEW, and then they just swooped in and bought the company. It's kind of like,
who knows? Maybe we may be getting a new All In instead of All Out. Whatever. Maybe that's the announcement.
It could be a lot.
Always let the Elite do All In.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, by the way, this did happen. Pretty much the Briscoes are with Impact because they have been returning to there, and yeah. So they are not going to the new ROH because of Warner Media having a problem with Jay Briscoe.
What's the problem?
He said some shit.
Yeah, he said some homophobic shit in the past, and that's why.
But he's atoned for it. He's apologized.
Yeah,
but...
if you apologize and you and shit, like people say and do a lot of stupid things, doesn't mean it should be like the end of. You definitely gotta realize that you fucked up and be like, yeah, I fucked up, and then keep it moving.
Indeed, and like I said, I'm part of the gay community, and my whole thing is that he apologized, so just love men, just hopefully he doesn't say that shit again.
Exactly, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like you make a mistake, you learn from your mistake, you keep it moving. Now, if you don't learn from the mistake, then of course, fuck it, you're out. But
different conversation.
Exactly.
Listen, it's like my boy Alan said. Sound like he murdered a woman in Allentown.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like he, Well, technically, I was going to ask a question. I guess we can wrap this 1 second. What am I looking for? Final thoughts. So, I did want to ask a crazy fucking question though. Do you think that Chris Benoit and Jimmy Snuka, when they actually got to see each other in hell, they were like, "What did you get here for?" The woman named Nancy. That's crazy. Me too.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I thought you were about to say something. I thought he was going to go into some real deep shit.
I really don't know how to really answer that one.
I want to stay from as far away from that one as possible.
My bad. All in all, let's see. For this week, we have Rampage, which is going to include the Texas Death Match, and Adam Cole is more than likely going to win.
That's going to be dope. And if Adam Cole wins, I wouldn't even have a problem with it. Yeah, Adam Cole really needs to get this belt, for real. He needs to get this belt because, right now,
that's Saturday, right?
That's Friday.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
That was stiff like Katie Vick.
And I could have swore that Rampage was going to be live tomorrow.
It is going to be live.
That's what I thought. Okay,
it is live. You're right.
It's going to be live tomorrow, but also what's I was going to say? I think Battle of the Belts is taped. I don't think it's live.
I think
if I'm mistaken,
I think they're both live because they're doing it like a big deal, like a Clash of the Champions type of deal. So I'm pretty sure. I think the only reason why Rampage is live is because Battle of the Belts is going to be live, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just do it."
Well, true. I mean, what else is next? I mean, you still have the Jonathan Gresham match where I already know he's going to fuck up Dalton Castle. I don't care what no one says. If Jonathan Gresham fucking loses, we fucking riot. Okay? Absolutely. If I don't get, now I don't care what you feel. I don't care what anybody says. I'm getting close to the camera for this. Tony Khan.
Are you getting bigger?
Tony Khan. At the end of this fucking pay-per-view, match, special show, premium live event, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Premium live event.
If you do not have the American fucking Dragon walk out at the end of that match and challenge Jonathan Gresham for that fucking ROH championship, I'm gonna fuck you up.
You know what?
Wow.
Give us what we want.
Give people what they want.
Give us the octopus versus the American Dragon.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Wow. He's serious, y'all.
I'm
He
not
is serious as fuck.
I'm not fucking playing. I want that fucking match.
Give me what I want.
Whatever else happens, you can fucking have Samoa Joe fucking break a leg again and fucking drop the title to fucking Fuego del Sol. I don't give a fuck.
Give me what I want.
Give me that fucking match.
Let's go. It's they're definitely coming to go there.
Enough.
No, the
It's
spit.
time.
No, that was a lot
It's
more.
fucking time.
All that spit went on my keyboard. Almost hit my forehead on this motherfucker. Oh,
I'm good
shit.
now. I'm good.
Yeah. So everyone, it is 7:58 Central Time, 8:58 Eastern Time. So, hello everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
So we do have a fan page here on Facebook on the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast here on Facebook, and also follow us on Twitter. Twitch and YouTube. Yes, and then we're going to be also opening up more sites as well. Hopefully, praying. But until that time, join us again every Thursday on this channel. 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. This is a 2-hour show, by the way.
In the chat for you guys as well.
Yeah.
That way you guys can just click.
So yes, enjoy all the wrestling for the next 48 hours, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Good night, everybody. Peace.
Later, guys.